Okay, so the trailer for Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker has just dropped. I don't know how they're gonna pull that off. Is this about Leia? Is this about Kylo Ren? We all know Luke is gone. Is Rey a Skywalker? Is it a play on the word Skywalker? I don't know. I guess we'll see when the movie drops. But with the release of the trailer, I'm pushing forward one of the videos that I've been planning on doing for a long time. For the next couple of weeks, I was actually planning on reviewing figures leading to this BAF, Avengers Endgame, if you don't know. But anyway, with the release of the trailer, I thought I'd do this first. So, in the vein of one of the best toy reviewers that we've all seen, the late and great Glenn Webb, I'm going to do an action figure evolution / comparison of all the Black Series Rey figures that we've gotten. Now, I don't have all the iterations of the figure. Like, I do believe there was at least 3 releases of that figure, maybe another 3 of these, but I don't know. I have the key ones anyway, and this should at least cover like things like the articulation and the sculpt and things like that. Minor variations I'll be discussing as I'm doing the review. In any case, in this video, I'll be comparing different aspects of these figures, including accessories, sculpt, articulation, paint apps, and then from there we'll decide which one is the best iteration of the figure. So here's our lineup. First off, we have Rey, the Jakku Rey from way back 2015. Well, not way back, a little bit back, and he comes with BB-8. Here is Rey's speeder set. And he comes with this awesome speeder, which I'll touch on in when I do that guy. Here's Jedi Training Rey, and then here's the latest one we've got is Island Journey Rey that was released last year. So let's start with the accessories. Okay, so taking a look at the accessories, I tried to line them up based on the figure itself. Starting with Rey Jakku, she comes with this very cool, I don't even know if you want to consider this as an accessory. This is a totally separate character, though I'd probably not buy this if he's the only one in the box. So this is BB-8. Now, as I've mentioned, there are 2 variants of this figure. This is actually the second release of Rey. The first one had a less paint amp of the face and no lightsaber, and the same BB-8, although that BB-8 didn't have all this panel lining, or at least less of the panel lining. Okay, pretty cool figure. Has all the articulation you need for BB-8, just basically just the neck. And it's weighted, so you can do all sorts of emotive poses that you need for BB-8. Just balance the head in the right position and you can tilt him any way you like. He comes with this staff, and this is unique to the Jakku Rey figure and all its iterations, and the difference is this slightly tighter strap. Worst part of this strap is you can't actually holster it at the shoulder because of how tight it is, so it has to be held in the hand. And then you have this lightsaber, which is basically Anakin's lightsaber. That hilt can be removed, although I don't want to do it, as it will loosen the hold. Now the second one, the Speeder Rey, has this very cool backpack. Lots of silver paint and lots of details, and it's very easy to put on. Just put this over her shoulders and then strap this on. And she also comes with this face mask, which covers up her face, as if it's not covered enough. We'll show that off later again. And then she has this staff. So as you can see, the staff is colored the same, but it actually uses this is actually a different mold, and this is the same mold that this staff uses with the succeeding figures. And the main benefit of this one is that you can actually holster it on the shoulder. Cool. So for Jedi Training Rey, she has the least of the accessories, but doesn't really matter, I guess. She has this same staff, although the brown, with the brown strap and the black staff itself. Same lightsaber, or same Anakin lightsaber. This is a bit bent, but that's I don't know why it is. Might be from the packaging or something. And then he comes with this pistol that that Han Solo gave her, sorry. And then lastly, for our latest Rey figure, the Island Journey Rey, he comes with this really nice parka, I guess. It doesn't rest as neatly on her head, but otherwise, I mean, it's nice cloth. Cape. She also comes with almost the same staff, only like a little bit lighter in the coloration of the staff itself. She also has Anakin's lightsaber, which is, so the variations of the lightsaber is just mainly the color of the lightsaber blade itself. The hilt has some small variations in color as well. And then she also comes with this same Han Solo pistol. Now I forgot to mention, Jedi Training Rey did have that variant that is the exclusive, which comes with a base. Now the only difference is slightly better paint apps in the face and actual metal die-cast metals gun and hilt for the lightsaber sword. Okay, so the last accessory I want to talk about is this speeder. Now it's technically not an accessory, as this is actually probably the main selling point of the Rey speeder set. But anyway, so as you can see, really nice speeder, nice busted up look, paint detail variation. Can't really complain. Has a lot of opening panels as well, both sides. I mean, I can do a full review of this one, and it'll take us a full 20 minutes just reviewing this. So if you want to, let me know. Otherwise, yeah, nice accessory. Okay, so now let's take a good look at all these figures. So starting with the Rey Jakku set, as I mentioned, there's 3 variations of this figure. The first and second one is basically, and this is the second one, is identical, except the first one didn't have a lightsaber. I guess they didn't want to reveal the fact that Rey was a Force user before the movie was released. And it had even less face paint apps than this. And then there's another release of this same figure, but with a Starkiller base. And given that she was in a snowy plane, that one had white specks on the foot, but for all intents and purposes, they're exactly the same in terms of sculpt. So let's look at the sculpt. The face sculpt was nice for the time, and that time being 2015, which wasn't really that far back. You can see Daisy Ridley in some angles. It's only the face paint that slightly hinders the look, but for all intents and purposes, it's a really good likeness of Daisy Ridley. We have all those sculpted details on the suit, which are nice. Slight variations in the whites here, some grayish highlights. The arm is also nicely sculpted, with some paint variation, very little. Or maybe no, it's just the same paint, I guess. And then gray and brown. Both hands are sculpted so they can hold things. Brown belt, has this green knapsack, this cloth that goes through the front, which is accurate today, though it does hinder the articulation much. This the combination of that and hip skirt at least. And then here's the legs, which is accurate today again, and then the brown feet. So yeah, it's not a bad figure. It was a sought after figure when it was first released, but yeah, we have gone a long way, as you will see. Oops. Okay, so the second figure in our lineup is the Speeder Set Ray. First thing you'll notice is that she sports a lot of this cloth goods, and I think the cloth goods was executed well for this figure. There is some wear on the cloth goods as the edges do tend to frizzle, so I'd be careful about that, but otherwise it's a nicely executed cloth goods. This headgear is permanent, so you can't really have a you can't really see the face, and I can't even see the face under there, I guess. And if you don't want what you see there, you can actually fully cover the face as well with the accessory I showed you earlier. But comparing the face of this and this, the skin tone is better, and the likeness I think is better. I don't know, but I can see Daisy Ridley more on this face than this, and that is surprising given most of the face is covered up. Anyway, going to the figure, more details on the figure. Again, fairly flat arm. She does have gloves, as she was wearing gloves when riding the Speeder. She has the same belt, although slightly different paint. And while this is sculpted on here, this is actually a belt that's on top of the cloth goods. Same pants, same legs. One thing of note is, while these figures look alike, I don't think they share any pieces or any parts. Everything is a unique sculpt. So the head definitely is a unique sculpt. The shoulder piece is a unique sculpt, with a difference in articulation, which we'll see later on. I'm pretty sure the arms and the hands, arms are a different sculpt. The hands are definitely a different sculpt. Even the knees, while they look the same, see how this one has a single hinge and this one has a double hinge, which is basically required for riding a Speeder as well. Yeah, totally new sculpt. Okay, now looking at Jedi Training Ray, as you can see, vastly better head sculpt than this one. Paint as well is a lot better, although that's still not the best that we've seen. You'll see later on, but I guess without face printing technology, this is the best that Hasbro can deliver to us. It has this very nice cloth design, so you can see the difference in the texture between here and here. I don't think there's shading, but the sculpt does come out really well. Same with here. He has that wound there, and we'll discuss like difference in variants have different things as well. The same armband that is iconic to Rey, although in the trailer she wouldn't have that armband, which is something else. Brown belt, same sash. This hinders the articulation as well, although this one is much more articulated than this, which we'll see. And yeah, nice boots as well. She has this holster to hold the pistol, so just get that in. Yeah, that's Jedi Training Ray. Yeah. Okay, so the latest Ray that we've gotten is the Island Journey Ray. As you can see, this was around the time that Hasbro started doing face printing technology, and it really shows in this figure. I mean, that's as close to this Daisy Ridley that you can ever get, maybe apart from Hot Toys. She has this parka as I've shown, and it does rest well on her. I try to wedge the parka underneath her hair so it doesn't, you know, float over her head. So it's nice. We'll remove that so we can see. So this is the suit she wore when she visited Luke in that island to get her training. As you can see, really nice paint on the face. She does have some paint variation on the hands. She has this vest which is removable. It is really tough to remove, so I try to avoid it. Even if you do remove it, she does look weird. She suffers from like a tiny torso, just because of the thickness of the this vest. She has that brown belt, which oddly enough is disconnected from the holster there. And speaking of the holster, that's meant to hold Han Solo's gun. Go. She does sport these 3/4 pants with a slit there, and the same shoes that she's been wearing. Slightly different variation, I guess, since the beginning. The face itself is the main selling point of this, and it's what drives the likeness of this, which is pretty sad considering this is probably the least iconic version of Rey. Anyway, still a nice figure. Quickly going through articulation, Jakku Rey his head can turn all the way around, not much tilt, can not go down nor up, just a little bit. The arm goes all the way parallel. There's a hinge there so you can turn it all the way around as well. No upper bicep hinge. There is a hinge on this elbow, but the elbow bend is less than 90 degrees, which is unfortunate. There is a hinge and a swivel on the hand. There is a waist swivel at the bottom of the waist there. Leg is hindered by the skirt, or even without the skirt is really limited anyway. So it goes all that way, that much forward, that much back. Single joint on the knee, which goes at less than 90 degrees as well. Hinge that goes up and down, and pivot on the foot. Looking at Speeder Rey, she doesn't go up at all, but goes down quite an amount. It can't turn her head all the way around, but she can go as much as the head, normal head should go, I guess, unless you're an alien or something, or an owl. Arm goes that much to the side, can't go all the way around because of this this piece. There's a hinge on the elbow, and the elbow goes to 90 degrees, and hinge on the arm. The waist swivel as is at the top there instead of the waist, and while it can go, I'd be careful because of the cloth. If without that cloth, I'm pretty sure it can go all the way around. Legs can go all the way forward, not much back. Double jointed knees, double jointed. Let's just try the other one. Double jointed knees, and then swivel and tilt on the leg, on the foot, sorry. Looking at Jedi Training Rey, she goes that much down, not much up. Arm goes all the way to the right, and go all the way around, well, slightly hindered by the shoulder. Hinge at the elbow, swivel at the elbow, a little bit more than 90 on the elbow as well, and hands that go up and down there. There is a swivel at the waist. Legs can go that much forward, that much back. Double joints on the knees, and hinge and pivot on the foot. looking at Island Journey Rey, she doesn't go look down or up at all. She does have that swivel. No, actually she does go down. Oh no. Okay, so looking at Island Journey Rey, she doesn't look up, but she does look all the way around because of that hinge on the neck. Neck can go all the way around, although slightly hindered by the hair. And then arms can go that much to the side, can go all the way around, swivel at the bicep, 90 degrees at the elbow, or a little bit less than 90 I guess. Hinge at the wrist and swivel. She has a waist joint at the belt. Legs can go all the way forward, that much back. Double jointed knees, and hinge and swivel at the foot. So final thoughts. The best accessory of all goes to that guy, which is basically just another character. So yeah, but for all intents and purposes, if you want a Rey figure, this is not the best one. If you were looking for like a Jakku Rey, then without the mask, then this is the only one you can get. But otherwise, no, she's not the best. Now that Rey, she's a nice Rey, a good upgrade to this. But if you ask me, I prefer a figure where I can see the actual face. So I wouldn't choose this from the 4 if I were to choose one. You'd probably buy her because of the speeder more than the figure itself. Jedi Training Rey is awesome. Articulation is nice, and she has the best face paint that we've gotten before face printing. There is a Toys R Us exclusive of this figure, which has the cloth goods for this robe and some better paint apps on the face, which is definitely one up on this character, and it improves the articulation as well, given that there won't be any hindrance on the legs from the robes. And then this figure wins out because of the awesome face printing. This is probably the least iconic look for Rey. So yeah, I mean, but in my opinion, I think this is the best one of the 4 just because of the likeness. I mean, look at that. That's Daisy Ridley there. There's no mistaking. So yeah, if you were to ask me which one you should buy, I'd choose this. If you like posing your figures, she's still good in terms of posing, and removing that vest vastly improves the upper torso articulation as well. But yeah, like fighting poses, this one wins out. Yeah, so that's how I'd rank them. So let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think is the best Rey figure. I know there are SH Figuarts ones and things like that, so I don't have them. I'm not comparing them with these. I know they're awesome, but you know, out of these 4, yeah, I think this one wins out. Okay, so that was the review. This has been Grim Trigger. This has been Black Series Rey from Jakku, from the Speeder set, from Jedi Training and Island Journey. And thanks for watching. So if you like that video, please leave a comment, leave a like, do subscribe and help a guy out. And yeah, see you in the next video with this guy.